What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm also welcoming myself back here. I I promise to post a video every week, but it has not been possible. I'm telling you, this past year, I don't know what has happened, but I have been like caught up with so many things I didn't have. Literally, I didn't have time to make a video. I also I also, because I actually said I want to be vulnerable as I can and to be true, because I really hate faking my life. And so I want to tell you that I also struggled with, I looked at my past video. For some reason, I didn't feel beautiful. For some reason, I felt some insecurities. I think I had just given birth. My baby was a bit young, so I had that baby fat. I didn't love myself. I didn't love what I saw in that last video, and my insecurities grew. I looked at it and I realized even my dress was a bit transparent, and I just didn't love it. So for some reason, I've been even thinking of not showing my face. So I've been telling my friends that if um if possible, if I can get animated so that people will not see my face, then I would love that. But I realized that it's just my mental health, it's just my insecurities, because some days I just wake up and I feel, wow, I'm the most beautiful woman in the world, and some other days I cannot even look at the mirror. So for some reason, I felt like, oh, Cynthia, you should be so glammed up to make YouTube videos. So I didn't see the need. I was like, oh, it's boring. Oh, should I just leave it? But I realized that some conversations um, do not necessarily need glam up appearances, or, you know, dressing with designer clothes and dressing up with designer clothes and being glammed up. Some conversations can be raw but important, and some conversations can be raw, unfiltered, and help people. So today I was just doing my everyday study. I don't do it every day, just to let you know, but whenever I get time, I tend to read, because that is one of the things that help me help me be stable um, in my in my mental health. So I was reading and I realized that I might be I might not be the only person struggling with some of these emotions, and it's not wrong. By the way, there's a time. Let me sasa tell you a story. So there's a time um, I was sharing about mental health, or like not my anxiety. I do not want to own it, but I wanted to share about my anxiety episodes, and how sometimes I feel depressed and sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I really don't want to face people. And someone made a comment, akasema, when you know Christ, when you know God, all these things should not be happening to you. So I felt less of a Christian, and I even questioned myself. I even questioned if I was really born again, and I felt like, am I really letting God down? But these are the things we go through. These are the things we go through, and And this habit of thinking that when you are born again, you do not pass through or you do not go through these challenges is the same thing that is making people commit suicide, making people depressed, making people to abandon Christianity because people want it to look like it's all perfect. Everything is made perfect in Christ, even the storms. But it doesn't mean that I will not have anxiety or I will not be nervous when I'm going to speak to someone. I will not struggle with this and that and that. You know, it doesn't mean that. And that comment alone made me feel like, oh, so if I post this mental health, if I talk about mental health, then it means I'm not a Christian enough. So I was like, okay, I will leave it. I will leave it. But I realized I really have to talk about it. I really have to talk about because um, it's something that I struggle with. I cannot live in denial that I do not have these moments of nervous breakdown. I do not have these moments of anxiety, and you know, I I cannot live like I do not go through these moments because they do happen. It's a reality in my life. They happen. Uh, so I decided today I will speak about it. But there is something that triggered me. I was reading a book this morning. I found a random book in a closet uh, called Deep Onto Deep, something like that. And someone was sharing how sometimes they had anxiety episodes and what really helped them. We have help. We will go through these things, but we have help. Especially those who know Christ, we have help. We know that Christ will help us through this nervous breakdown. Christ will help us stabilize our emotions. So it triggered me. So I want to say that one thing that has really helped me is the Bible. It's the Bible. It's the Bible. Guys, I will tell you there are times I am so down, and I'll go through a verse. There's a time, let me tell you, I'll share a testimony here. There's a time I was struggling with self identity and I was questioning who I was and if I really am worth anything in life. And I opened a Bible verse in Isaiah, and it's literally changed my entire day. From that same exact moment I read that context, it changed me. So I realized that one of my remedies